Ramford
said we can't negotiate for so long and walk away. We need to get out. No, we can. We can negotiate for this long, yeah. Sign someone quickly, yeah, and leave them double parked, blood, with his replacement and him there, bro. We could easily do that. Let's not pretend, bro. Like at the end of the day, yeah, it makes a bigger statement, yeah, to tell these men to fuck off after negotiating for all this time, rather than you negotiate for all this time and then give them what they want anyway. Because then you look like an idiot.
You don't even necessarily have to like buy anybody and do that. Just do what we were saying earlier and just start negotiations with someone else for that role. And then you show to Brentford that we can walk away and just go get our plan B right now.
I'm surprised we haven't been linked with no one else. Do you know what I mean? Because it would make sense to just start opening negotiations with someone else.
Mm-hmm. That would be a good tactic to just get something done. So
that's what I'm saying. Man saying there's not a better backup. Yeah, but bro, they should have a list, bro. Sometimes it's not even about a better player. It's about, if you know what profile you want, it's about having alternatives. The one thing about Mbuemo which makes him unique is that he can play multiple positions. He can play as the false 9, he can play as the 10, he can also play as the wing back. So I understand why the manager sees him valuable. But if that's the case, then just pay the fucking money if he's that valuable to you. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't say that, yo, he's an important player for us, but we're not willing to pay the bread. It's either he's important or he's not important. That's it. It shouldn't be taking this long. Like, decide what it is.
Pre-season's about to start for you guys. You guys might be going on your pre-season tour in a week or two.
But this is what I'm saying. Is he an important player? Because if he's that important and you want him integrated in the squad, you should have found a fucking solution already, bro. You're sitting on your hands right now. And also, you haven't signed no one else in the meantime. So it's not like you're doing other things around it. You've just put all your eggs into one basket. Do you know what I'm saying? And it don't fucking look good because you're telling us that you're going to do things differently. But the way I see it is, it's the same old shit, bro. You can't negotiate more than one transfer at the same time. Go get me a midfielder. Go get me Richard Rios. I'm seeing him linked with fucking Forest.
Just clumsy. The whole situation was just clumsy as hell.
Yep. And 100%, we're giving Amorim also excuses for man to say our pre-season didn't have enough players in, bro. We're giving him leeway that he doesn't fucking deserve. Do you know what I'm saying? Because based on last season, he should have been sacked anyway. So the way I see it is, yeah, like even when I'm seeing my man, yeah, like Amorim on the training ground, all these, bruv, he shouldn't be there, bro. He's done enough to be sacked at multiple clubs already, but Man United are giving him time. And if you're giving him time, yeah, then you can't give him any excuses, bro. You can't give him any. You have to give him exactly what he needs, yeah, as and when he needs it. So you can say to him, listen, no excuses now. You got your players ready for pre-season. Go and show us why we kept faith in you. Right now, he can just turn around and say, well, you know what I'm saying? One player in the door, my goalkeeper's injured, all of this, bare excuses. If I'm him, I got a fucking book of excuses right now. I got a book of them.
Oh, brother.
And he's awful. He doesn't deserve any leeway, but the facts are he's got loads of excuses.
Yo, no one's got more excuses than someone that's struggling in their role. We've seen it with ex-managers. We've seen that enough times. If anything, that's a sign of someone that just ain't good enough for the role. At least one sign.
Man said, Bowie said, no one gave us a chance to beat PSG and the boys really thrived and grew on that. Watching them come together over the last couple of weeks in America has been very special. Bro, and you lot probably ain't even done spending. I see you getting linked with Ajax centre-back as well.
Yeah, Hatter. We've been linked with him for a while, to be fair. We just knew that was only going to accelerate after the tournament. Arsenal's linked with him as well, but so I don't know where we're at with it.
So Arsenal won't want him, surely.
Either way, like I'd take Hatter just for the left-back depth. Cucurella has played 5,000 minutes this season.
Yeah,
all by himself, with no other depth for him in that role. The second half of the season, getting another left back is a massive priority for us. One of the biggest left in this window. So hopefully we get Hato sorted. He's got a lot of minutes for his age. He's good defensively and offensively, from what I've heard. Obviously, we'll still need some time to like develop for the Premier League and everything, but you're going to be depth. You won't be starting every week, so it's not too much of a problem. I just see the option.
What do you make of the Jackson situation? I've seen he's linked to Man United. We're not touching him. I know that, so I'm not even entertaining that. But do you think it's more than likely he leaves now?
Nah, not if we're valuing him at the. Nah, not if I'm hearing we're valuing him at like 80 to 100 million or something. I don't think
no, come on.
Like, I don't think anyone's going to come in for what we value him at. So there was a source saying we're looking at Ekatike's valuation and saying that's how much we want for Jackson.
Now, come on now. How much did you pay for Jackson? Like 30?
30, yeah.
Yeah, come on, bro. You could take 50, 60, man. What do you mean 80? What?
I think 55, 60 would be a fair amount, but like
I agree.
But they're looking
then again,
at
you sell him Noni for like 55, so maybe they're looking at Noni saying if Noni's 55, then Jackson's 70.
Maybe, but like I don't think we're gonna sell. I don't think we're gonna sell him because I think it will be an amount that nobody would really pay for someone who they'd want to look as a striker who isn't great at finishing. I don't think it would happen. So I think he stays, and I don't mind it. I've always said and always been consistent with my stance that I think Jackson will get better over the next couple of years. He just shouldn't have been leading the line at Chelsea, and he shouldn't be the main number 9 at our club. Now, personally, I think if we can't sell him, I would be open to loaning him to a club that would be guaranteed to give him consistent minutes in that role. Because I agree.
I think a loan would be good for both club and the player.
When he gets to 25, 26, I'm sure that guy is going to be a baller. I'm sure of it. So, like, if we were to sell him again, I'd rather out of the country too. But he just shouldn't be leading my line. João Pedro is the more refined, more complete version of him with way more composure and way better finishing. So you're not starting for me every week. So if they sell him, fine. Genuinely, I'm not going to lose sleep about it. But I would still rather keep him, loan him for a year or two, let him continue to develop. And then he's either good enough to play for me or he's good enough to sell definitely for that amount that you're asking for Ekatike. So I
think maybe a year's loan might just be the most common sense thing for Jackson.
Yeah. And Chelsea know his value and that potential as well. That's why they value him so highly. So, like, give him another year or two. Like, don't even have to be with me. It don't even have to be as a starter. But, like, I wouldn't cash in on him now. I don't think that's when the value is going to be highest.
Agreed. Completely agreed. One second. Is it a coincidence we signed Onana and Rasmus? We have had back-to-back worst Premier League. Bro, listen. We've got so many bad players, yeah. I think there's loads of things that aren't coincidences, bro. I think there's loads of things. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. Yeah, like we've signed some shit players, and a lot of it was under the watch of Erik ten Hag. Erik ten Hag is single-handedly the worst thing that's happened to this club in the last 10 years. Comfortably. You know what I'm saying? So it's just one of those things, bro. Like we have to keep it a buck. Erik ten Hag is the worst thing that's happened to this club in the last 10 years. Easily. Because even when we had David Moyes, we were getting linked with Gareth Bale, bro. And Tony Cruz, bro. Like, that's who we were getting linked with. Under that fucking idiot, we were getting linked with Brian Brobby, bro.
Brought you in a bunch of garbage players on high wages. Screwed the whole Sancho situation up.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear it.
He messed up everything. He's messed up everything. And that's why, yeah, I've had and that's why I'm conflicted, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because he killed us financially, and also he left us with like copious amounts of dead wood, bro. Like, I'm not forgetting Woodward, bro. If we had Woodward, he would have sacked this manager already. Do you know what I'm saying? So man could talk about Woodward, yeah, but Woodward spent bread, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, this is the reality. You know what I'm saying? So if we had Woodward in, at least we wouldn't be worrying about us taking long to negotiate for Mbuemo. He might have overpaid, but he would have been here already. Like, this is the reality. Like, if we overpay by like 5 million, even though I don't think we're overpaying for Mbuemo anyway, even if we overpaid 5 million, I don't give a toss, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Teams overpay for players all the time, and you never hear people talking about players' price tags when it's going well, bro.
Mm-hmm. I
You never
heard
hear it. Look
Caicedo's
how
price
much
tag
Chelsea
in a
paid for
year.
Caicedo, yeah? No one's talking about it. No
Yep,
one's
never
talking about
heard
it.
of
Look how
it.
much Arsenal paid for Rice. Even though I think, yeah, that they got absolutely fleeced, yeah. Like, Arsenal fans will think they're getting enough out of him on a weekly basis to not even think about the fact that he cost upwards of 100 million. He's never a
They
100 million
chanted
pound
they got
player,
him
but
half price.
he's doing his job. So because he's doing his job to them, they don't care that he cost 100 mil, even though he's a 60 million pound player. Like, this is the reality. So if Mbuemo is worth, for argument's sake, he's worth 65 million and we end up paying 75, bro, we paid 72 for Rasmus Højlund. Why are we, you get me? Why are we being funny over a few quid, yeah, when we've spent 70 fucking odd million, yeah, on Rasmus? Like, it's not making sense. Harry Maguire cost us 80 mil or something like that. So how can we be haggling over fucking 5 quid, bro, for Mbuemo? Because that's what it is. In real life terms, like a fiver. It's not like we ain't got it.